absolutely terrifying. Hey there everyone, hope you're having a truly magical day today. Here I am, Clearwater Beach, and I love it. I was playing with a new toy with some of those shots. I know they weren't the most professional, but I'm working on it. Is my brand new toy, the DJI Mavic Mini, little drone flying around. Having a lot of fun. I'm gonna save it now for later. I need more practice, but I was just playing for the very first time with this new drone. Let's experience the beach here in Florida. This is something that I've been wanting to do for the longest time. Experience the beach here in Florida, and I love it. This is part of Clearwater Beach. It's called Belair. It's very, very close. Clearwater, the actual Clearwater itself is right there, and then Belair Beach is over here. It's a great spot suggested by a very kind friend. I love it. There's very few people around, which is great during this time. Looking at the seagulls, walking on the sand. Actually gonna take my shoes off for a moment. Walk on the sand there, the softer sand right down there. Water, we'll have to definitely check out the water here too. Let's actually just try the water. We're gonna dip our toes in the water here. Here it is, the Florida beach right there. Ah, that feels so good. Oh, that feels so good. David and I are gonna do a little bit of walking here on the beach. We're actually gonna walk all the way down there, see what's at the end, explore a little bit. It's gonna be a fun day. Belair Beach in Clearwater consists of a lot of these resort areas. You can see a lot of them are kind of reserved, of course, public beach, but the area beyond it is all for these hotels and resorts that line all of the water here. But you can see still not too many people around us, and the time is now 10:01 in the morning. So that's a little bit on the surprising side, but happy surprise. One thing I'm noticing about Clearwater Beach is that they have so many of these fully intact shells on the ground. They're all over the place. Usually the beaches in Maryland and Virginia, other places that I've been to before, the shells aren't quite this intact. So this is really cool to see. Take a look at this shell that is found on the ground here. Clearly a part of a larger one that did break up, but it goes to show how large these pieces are right there on the beach. Now there is something I do want to mention about this area of the beach near Belair. Very, very nice, not so crowded, but the problem is there's not many public facilities. Most of these are all, you know, for private, guests. So that's an important factor. If you're looking for more of the public, accessible public, availability beach, Clearwater, about 10 minutes that direction, is going to have a lot more of that. We're going to experience more of that once all this global situation is over, no doubt about it. Got my beach chair, changed my shirt, ready for some more relaxation. Let's do it. Very interesting to see they have sea turtles out here between May 1st and October 31st. It's important to not disturb them so that they can continue to thrive in the oceans of Florida as well. They also have rules up there, including no alcohol and no motorized vehicles. Drones aren't included there, but all sorts of different rules to make sure the beach is fun for everyone. Sun is coming out. Oh, I love it. I love it. There we go. Chair down, water in hand. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I've got so much of the beach to myself here. Now, in the past, I've always stayed at like a hotel or somewhere close by to a beach to enjoy the beach, but knowing that it's 2 hours away is so convenient. You can make a day trip out of it, no problem at all. I love that. Absolutely love it. Now, the water is not crystal clear right over here. Maybe over there, but not over here. You can see a little bit of the seaweed, I'm guessing, right in the water right there. A little darker seaweed, but still no less beautiful. Feelings about the Mavic Mini. I am not a drone expert. This is my first flight ever, so just keep that in perspective. I love it. I love it. Easy to fly. It takes some practice. A little terrifying at first, but you take your time. You make sure there is no one around you. No one. And there was no one, and there's plenty of space, so, not inside, nothing like that. But I feel like I got some great shots. You let me know if you think so too. Obviously not allowed at any Disney park, Disney destination, Disney cruise line, not allowed anywhere like that. But for out and about Florida adventures, this was so fun. I loved it. It's just like a fun little hobby to have. Hope you enjoyed the shots. Wow, that was great. As a first-time drone pilot, gotta tell you, I loved it. It was a lot of fun, but it's so important to remember those laws. There are so many laws that govern where you can and cannot fly. There are certain aircraft that need to be registered. A lot of different rules and laws. Please, 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 please look up those rules and laws before you think about getting a drone. It's important because there are a lot of places you cannot fly. The beach, though, with no one around, that's a place you can. Almost time for lunch, but before we go, I want to take a little bit more of a dip in the water, really put my feet and more of my legs in the water here. A little bit on the colder side, a little bit, but Oh, that's a nice feeling. Oh, that's a nice feeling. A little bit of the algae right there all around. Oh, that's cold. Oh my gosh, that's cold. Okay. Not quite sunny enough for this cooler water coming off of the Gulf of Mexico here, because we are near Tampa. So Gulf of Mexico, that's what that is. Still nice though. Now there are some folks out there swimming, but I also saw people fishing, which to me is a little confusing, because if we know there are fish out there, and there are sharks out there, you see where I'm getting at with it. Yeah, no, I don't. No, I'm just gonna enjoy a few moments in the water. Just about lunchtime now, and you can see there are more people lining the beach. So we're gonna go ahead and grab some lunch. We got a cooler in the car with some sandwiches that we made, so it's gonna be great. But getting a little bit more credit, not near us, surprisingly. I think it's like in a separate area, but down there, less crowds. Over here, more crowds. So don't be afraid to explore the beach if you're looking for those low crowded areas. There's David out there in the water having a grand old time. Gotta love it. Oh, it's just so relaxing. It really is. It gives you time to think, to gain perspective, to just enjoy nature and everything around you. Just enjoy life. That's the bigger part of this. I wanted to point this out to you. Believe it or not, this roped off area is where a turtle has nested her eggs. So they're all under the sand right now. The eggs are there. They're gonna hatch soon, I would imagine. But it's all roped off here to protect those turtles so they can make their way back to the water. You know what I would love to do one day is watch them hatch and then protect them from the birds. Because, you know, the birds can be really mean to these turtles. So, you know, having the opportunity to kind of like protect them as they make their way to the water, that's something I'd love to do one day. I've seen video of it, something I'd really enjoy. One last look before lunch, those crowds, not too bad. There's more people here, but considering like crowds at a beach, this is nothing. I'm serious. One thing to note, if you do go swimming in the ocean, rip currents are a real deal down here in Florida. If you do end up in one, swim to the side. Let it take you out. Swim to the side, then swim back. Very important. Okay, we are back at the beach and it is lunchtime. Packed some pretzels and sandwiches and water. Got Gatorade, got the whole deal. Ready for a beach lunch. David and I have finished lunch at this point. You'll notice we're not in the chairs. We decided not to bring them out this time. And you can see we're sitting on the sand that it's like, I don't know what it is. It's super nice though. It's silky. It's like silky sand. I don't know. It's so soft. Not like a carpet, but yeah, I don't know. But there's different degrees of sand because there's like the wet sand by the water. And you've got kind of the shells right over there. See, it's darker over there. But then right here, you know, this area where we're sitting, it's like this nice silky smooth sand. Wow. Take a look at my sand art here. I got a little fish going on. Got his fin, his tail right there. I'm just doing it with this this little piece of shell here. Just able to draw a little bit over there, and you know, in the middle of the fish, we have a little circle there. And oh wait, what is that? That's Mickey Mouse. Oh my God! Little birds right here. We've got the seagulls, but then there are these other birds who are like searching for those critters under the sand here and the water. They're you can see them digging around right near the water's edge where those creatures are right under the sand. David told me that's sea guy, so not sea gal? Sea gal is over there. Okay, this is sea guy. Got it. As David and I make our way down the beach here, you can see there's some more people around us here and there, but they're scattered. You know, it's not too crowded. I know you've seen beaches before where it's just mob, like there's no free spot on the sand at all. So this is really nice. We're just walking along here, but in this direction it just goes on forever. We took a look at the map. There's like no end to the beach in this part of Florida. So we're gonna walk for a little while and then walk back. So decided to look it up, and I found out that most of these areas right here are actually condos for the beach. To go to a hotel, it's actually further down, about 10 minutes, closer towards Clearwater. But most of these, if not all of them, are actually condos. Wow, good to know. Did a tiny bit of exploration, but it just keeps going and going and going. So we're making our way back now. Gonna head to the car and maybe do a little bit of driving. Drive around a little bit, check out more of Clearwater, and maybe some local spots. I want to show you a little bit closer. Do not disturb sea turtle nest right in there. Take a look. There's another one on the beach for those sea turtles. Wow. The plan now is to drive around and see what we find. We're going to drive the other direction from Clearwater. We saw a little bit of Clearwater, drove through it a little bit. We're going to drive toward a place called Indian Rocks, an Indian Rocks beach. So we're going to head in that direction, see what we find. Now, David and I have been thinking about doing some shopping and dining in the area, and I'd really like to. Today's not the day for it just because of the global situation. We want to do our part to make sure that we keep our distancing, because those rules are still in effect. So we're keeping our distance, but having a good time. We will no doubt 100% be back. Made our way to Indian Rocks Beach here, and they have a lot of parking here, which is really nice. There are a couple more folks on the beach right now, kind of walking along. We may get out of the car, but you can see most of the spots are filled. These are actually handicapped spots, so most of them are filled right now, but there is more parking available in general compared to where we were. Definitely getting a little bit more crowded now, just after 1 p.m. So we're making our way back home now. a truly magical beach adventure. We'll definitely be back for more beach time in the future. A little bit of a drive out here, but worth it. Absolutely worth it. Thanks so much for being a part of the magic with us today. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoy these outings out and about in Florida, and what you think of the drone footage. Let me know. I'm going to keep working on it. Thanks so much for being a part of the magic with me today. Until next time, have a magical day.
A few moments later.
A quick side note, we are on our way back now, and we literally saw an accident happen ahead of us. The car went across and hit the steel medium in the middle there. I was pulling over, but there were like 6 other cars that pulled over as well, so they had a lot of people ready to go, were ready to help them. But I want to just reiterate really quickly, since we're here together, if you are videoing in a car at all, if you're doing anything in a car and you're sitting behind the steering wheel, please don't do anything except for focus on the road, all right? That was scary just to see it. So I just want to reiterate that for all of those friends who are watching. Please, 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 nothing on the road behind the wheel except for the driving. Just want a quick public announcement.